The desert highway was almost empty when the old pickup truck rolled into a lonely rest stop. At first, nobody thought anything of it. Travelers stretched their legs, checked their phones, grabbed snacks, completely unaware that danger was sitting right in front of them. Inside the truck bed, hidden behind dusty metal walls, sat a terrified little girl, 6-year-old Lily Carter. Her wrists were bound tightly with rough rope. Dirt streaked her cheeks and silent tears slid down her face. She couldn't scream. Her kidnapper had warned her what would happen if she made even one sound. Dozens of people walked past her without noticing. Nobody glanced toward the old truck. Nobody saw her shaking. Nobody heard her cry. But Lily still had one tiny chance left, something her father, Daniel, a respected K-9 unit trainer, had taught her years ago. If you're ever trapped, use the signal. The dogs will hear you. Lily took a shaky breath, lifted her heel, and tapped the metal truck bed. Once, twice, then a precise rhythmic pattern. A sound softer than a heartbeat, too quiet for any human to detect. But half a mile away, in the sheriff's dusty training field, 14 police dogs froze at the exact same moment. Their ears shot up. Their bodies stiffened. Trainers stared in confusion. They had never seen the dogs react like this. Before anyone could give a command, the entire pack bolted, sprinting across the desert like a wave of muscle, fur, and instinct. Deputies scrambled into their vehicles, racing after them. Radios crackled with confusion. Why are they running? What did they hear? The answer waited at Desert Mile 47. As the dogs reached the rest stop, they slowed, lifting their noses to the air. Then, as if they had rehearsed it, they turned sharply toward the old pickup truck. The lead dog, a massive German shepherd named Rex, leapt onto the tailgate and let out a deep, earth-shaking bark. Inside, Lily's head shot up. "Doggies?" she whispered. Her kidnapper panicked. He jumped into the driver's seat and fumbled with his keys, but it was too late. The K-9 South surrounded the vehicle from all sides, snarling, blocking every escape. Rex stayed on the tailgate, positioning himself between Lily and the man, refusing to move. Deputy cars screeched, and seconds later, dust flying as officers rushed out. What they saw stopped them cold. 15 police dogs forming a living shield around a kidnapped girl. When officers approached, Rex finally stepped aside, allowing them to cut Lily free. The moment she was lifted out, she wrapped her arms around the deputy's neck and sobbed, the first sound she had dared to make in hours. All the dogs circled her gently, whining softly, nudging her legs to make sure she was truly safe. The entire rescue was captured on body cam footage. The silent signal, the sprint across the desert, and the unbelievable coordination that no human could explain. Later that night, Lily was reunited with her father at the sheriff's station. Daniel dropped to his knees, crushed her in his arms, and cried into her hair. She clutched his old K-9 training patch and whispered, "Daddy, I used the pattern." They heard me. The next morning, the station was packed with reporters, officers, dog trainers, and every K-9 who had taken part in the rescue. The sheriff stepped up to the podium and announced, "These dogs heard a signal meant only for K-9 units. A signal so faint no human could detect it. They saved this child because she knew their code." Gasps filled the room. One by one, the dogs walked up to Lily. She gave each of them a tiny bone-shaped biscuit the officers had brought. Rex lowered his head and Lily wrapped her arms around him. Cameras flashed as the room melted into tears. Heroes don't always carry badges. Sometimes, they carry instincts, loyalty, and a bond so strong that even silence becomes a cry for help. Lily and her father walked out hand in hand, and 15 loyal dogs followed them to the door like shadows. The miracle at Desert Mile 47 would be remembered forever,